Didn't expect Mr Paulson to get in first time.
I didn't reckon on having non-elected to Parliament.
This country just isn't ready for socialism yet.
Not even Keir Hardie.
There's more to life than politics, sir.
Aye. Bread and circuses.
That's what common folk got in ancient Rome, lad. Notes change.
Prince of Wales, Princess and Queen, every subject that is royal, he speaks of with joyous tones, making every sentence loyal to all monarchs and all thrones. There's supposed to be a party, all is pleasure, mirth and bliss. Everyone is laughing hearty as the Queen is singing this. Die, everybody, that's the way to tune. Die, diddly-eye, come on, pom, pom, pom. Die, diddly-eye, that's the way to tune. Oh, isn't it a wonder where the song comes from? Who is the real hero?
Gone to a music hall? My son?
It'll do him no harm.
Just so long as he doesn't come home drunk.
Happen he's studying how poor folk enjoy themselves. Besides...
If he's studied poverty at all, you know they can't afford any entertainment.
Oh, it's only a few pence to go in.
I'm thinking of the very poor.
So am I. There's a lass on her own we've been right bothered about. No family to care for her. Daniel says she hangs round music halls selling matches.
My lord! Ladies and gentlemen, now here is a young, lovely charmer to set all your hearts a-quiver. And she asks you to buy her some almond rock, Miss Eleanor Drive!
Hey, look, it's...
Can't be. Jesus, help.
I feel so glad I've never had such joy within my heart. I've been asked out and without doubt I'm dying to make her start. I've never...
Doesn't she look marvellous?
She's had her face painted, she looks cheap.
After dark, I'll match the men 9 out of 10, or won't it be a lark?
I'd no idea there were such degrees of poverty, Miss Harrop.
It's easy to come down in the world.
I suppose I must be one of the richest men in the county, but I feel so helpless. And ashamed. 1/10 of my fellow citizens spend less on food than is allowed for paupers in the workhouse.
It's possible to come up in the world too. There's more as since I was a girl, with all the opportunities in town like.
Why is she go down in a try?
For a joke, she's pretending to be the most beautiful woman in the world.
First that sank 1,000 ships, more like.
If by a fluke I meet a Duke, a Marcus, or an Earl, I'll win all 3. In fact, I'll be a regular giddy girl. Only fancy if Gladstone's there and falls in love with me. If I run across Lancashire, I'll ask him home to tea. I shall say to a young man, gay feet, friends upon my frog. Randy, pandy, sugary candy, buy me some almond rock.
What an improper song for a child.
I don't suppose Ellen's had much childhood.
Aunt Maud offered to take her as a lodger.
Eh? Where?
At your house, Grandpapa.
No, I'm not having that young husband on my roof. I have enough trouble.
She isn't really like that.
How would you know?
I'll go and see what's happened to her.
And over. Thank you. I have here 3 pieces of rope which I shall now attempt to tie together while you're waiting another town. Chesterfield. For the more continentally minded, Pisa. I am now in the happy position where these 2 pieces of rope are tied together.
Ellen, I'm a friend of the Harrops.
Push off. You're not the first to come pestering.
Good girl. Hope we told them all to push off.
Eh?
Bit young for this job, aren't you?
Young, there's children half my age on ours. You can pick up a lot of brass, you know.
Watch the knots carefully. I place the knot into that hand, thus I pull, blow, and it disappears. I now have one knot left, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is an interesting knot. It's known as a slip knot or a what knot. There it is. In fact, it's not a knot at all. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
How did you get the costume?
Stepped into it, didn't I? Oh, what should have been singing couldn't go on. Dead drunk. It's her frock. I knew words, so...
Why don't you give it back now? Come on with Daniel and Louisa.
But that chap who does the comedy turn says I'm to go with him. He'll learn me a new song.
You surely don't trust him, do you?
Not much.
Do you trust us?
I'll get me own clothes.
Not many artists impersonate cheeses. Arthur Stilton does because he's a real cheese. Name this cheese, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't bother to wash your face.
He's a real cheese. Sage Derby, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm a young girl and I've just come over from the country where they do things big. And amongst the boys I've got a lover.
Oi,
I've left Ellen a try on screen.
come on, back or else.
One day, maybe.
Aye, back selling matches.
See if I care. Ellen.
Boy I love is up in the gallery. The boy I
Hey,
Any trouble, lad, and I'll very likely call police.
Plenty more where she come from.
And merry as a robin that sings on the tree.
Oh, you're ready bright and early.
Bank holiday, innit? I've never been to country before. What's it like?
Wait and see.
Who else is going? How will we get there?
Well, Young and Fit from Cocoa Works are catching train and walking from station, as they've got them bicycles. Mr Hexon's had wagonettes for rest, though I'm to ride in his carriage. Oh, and young Matthew's taking my father in a motor car.
A motor car?
Where are Daniel and Louisa?
Oh, getting rid of unwanted visitors.
Oh.
Do you ever regret helping people? I can't see any now. Your hair smells awful, though. It's the lotion. I'm not cutting it off, nits or no nits. Probably Ellen brought her fleas, too.
Well, you've certainly not had head lice or bed bugs in this house before. Let me look at you.
Right up's where our family came from, isn't it?
Cousin Hannah still lives in the cottage where Grandpa was born.
Wasn't his father Daniel Harrod, same as me?
You're named after him, though I don't suppose his life was much like yours.
I wonder what it was like.
Well, you could do some detecting.
I wonder if he ever saw a hot air balloon, or rode on a tram, or knew about electric lights.
He died before he got the chance.
Or had postcards from Switzerland. Shall we not tell Mama and Papa?
What about?
The nits and fleas.
They're better not mentioned. We don't want them thinking you've come down in the world, do we?
To hide your flea bites.
Who told you?
Daniel.
We're leaving before you start up that noisy bone shaker. Walk on, Max.
See you at Rye Club.
See you there, Father.
Bye.
Oh, it's nothing to be ashamed of. I've been scratching since we visited the sons-in-law Bradley.
I feel as if I'm going to keep bees.
Well, it's to keep the dust and grit out of your eyes.
I like that young lad. I reckon he'll do.
Shh, Grandpapa.
You're not taking up with him for his money, are you?
What? No.
I didn't think you would.
Well, might other people think it?
Excuse me, sir, but that's the driver's seat.
Oh.
Randy Pandy, sugary candy, buy me some almond rock. Randy Pandy, sugary candy, buy me some almond rock. Randy Pandy, sugary candy, buy me some almond rock.
Listen to the river, Miss Harrop. Smell the summer air.
We don't hear bird song like this in Bradley, do we?
Oh, ruin the countryside, those engines will.
Oh. Have you broken down?
Ah! Not even reliable!
Just thirsty, that's all.
Does it bring back memories coming this way, Grandpapa?
It does. 50 years ago, we wanted to improve this valley, make it a place where we could earn us keep. I'm very glad we didn't.
Come on, Daniel. I'll beat you across the stones. Where's this Rycliffe rock, then?
It's everywhere. You're standing on a lump of it.
Ah. If her Aunt Maud comes looking for me, tell her I'm listening to the band. Happen you two would like to have a walk by the river. I was young myself once, I know.
We could all listen to the band.
Hey, what's up with you?
I can't explain, Mr. Hexton.
What? I'm Matthew, we're friends.
I shall fall in a noise.
Come back, Aunt Maud.
Don't move. Come this way, it isn't deep. She'd do better with her eyes open.
Allow me.
You're not scared of a bit of wet, are you? Out the way, Daniel.
I heard you talking.
Well, it won't be the first time. Come on.
Can we take her and dry her out at Cousin Hannah's, Aunt Maud?
I happen.
Where's that?
Just up the hill.
Now I really do feel we've come up in the world. When you think everybody wants to live without factories or railways or big shops, it makes you wonder why we need them.
Oh, we didn't live all that well, lass.
Ignore me. I'm just a romantic.
Yes, I've noticed.
No, I mean, I just feel natural beauty shouldn't be sacrificed to money.
Ah, well, folks that got enough can afford to feel like that. But what about those that haven't?
I know. It's not always practical.
Well, Hannah Cocken, here we are. The kettle's been on the hob this past hour. How are you, Maud? Who's this? Ellen. She's been in river. Oh. And our Louisa. And young Daniel. Well, come along in. I made your favourite oatcakes, Uncle Gideon.
Oh.
Does he have a look of his great-grandpa, do you reckon?
Aye, he maybe has.
It's odd. Reading my own name on a tombstone.
Ah, well, we needn't linger, Daniel.
I don't mind.
We'd have wished you well with me old pa.
I like to know he's remembered. Will his name, our name, be written down anywhere else?
It'll be hot census, which is taken every 10 years. We've all got our names on that. And parish will have him written down for being born and wed and buried here. Of course, it ain't like that now. Well, I says, folk move about more.
She didn't live long. Sally Coggan.
No.
Was she in our family?
Aye.
Only 6 years old? Did you know her?
Some other time, eh? Come on. Come and say where your grandma and me wrote our names on our wedding day.
Did you make this?
Aye. Some winters ago.
It's good. Like a machine made it.
Oh, machines don't love their work. I right enjoyed making that blanket. From the day I sheared the sheep for me wool.
It's got some lovely colours.
Them dyes all come from plants round here. It's messy. Oh, it's worth the trouble.
Are your hands never still?
Only when I'm reading. I like me books. No, I don't have much time to be idle. Long, dark winter nights. That's when I read, when I've done all my jobs.
Aren't you lonely?
Oh, there's a few come a-neighbouring, unless it's icy underfoot. But you have real company in the country. I don't miss town life at all.
Not even the shops?
Oh, what would I want to buy? There's no money anyway. Once I've paid the carrier, he brings me what I need once a week. And then he takes stuff to market for me. Oh, I'll tell you what though, Louisa. If you were finished with any books, I'd not mind them towards next winter. Tomorrow, I mean.
I'll send you some.
There was one mentioned in newspaper about a time machine.
By a writer called H.G. Wells. I haven't read it.
Aye. I could do with a machine like that makes more time. It's all I'm short of.
I think the machine is for travelling through time.
Oh. Oh, well. I never go far from Rycliffe these days. I do plenty of travelling inside my head.
Are you all right? Wish I could blooming read. I'll teach you, it's easy.
Do you have serious intentions towards Louisa Harrop, son?
Yes, but she wants to be a teacher, and I know how you feel about wives who take paid employment.
Oh, I'd expect you to provide for her. That's what I'm going to say might come as a bit of a shock. You won't be a rich man, except by your own efforts.
That's all right by me.
There won't be a fortune waiting for you after I'm gone. Easy wealth can harm a man. We've been a rich family, but we've lived simply. And there's plenty of money to be set up. Trusts. Trusts to help the less well off. All you'll inherit from me is a lot of hard work, making sure the money goes where it'll be most use.
I'll be honoured. You promised to stay around for another 30 or 40 years. All this after I've gone stuff is rather depressing.
There'll be a housing trust, an educational trust. Like, there's a fund being started to buy beautiful countryside like this before it gets spoiled so that folks can enjoy it forever. The National Trust. If governments won't roll up the sleeves and tackle problems, it's up to people like you and me.
And Louisa.
You know, I've never seen a young fella so happy at losing a fortune.
Oh, she was jibbing, you know, because she thought I was too rich, and now I'm not rich at all.
Our Maud wants that lass to come and live with us. I reckon she'll be a bit of a trial.
Just because she sang a flighty song in music hall?
She'll have no upbringing.
Salvation Army told her she had a big voice, so she tries to earn an honest shilling with it. Where's the harm in that?
I reckon she'll earn a dishonest shilling before she's much older.
Not if Maud has the managing of her, she won't. Did you visit Sally's grave?
Aye.
You're not the man to leave a child in want, Uncle Gideon.
Shall we ever see Utopia? Real Utopia, a perfect state, where everybody's basic needs are satisfied.
Where work is enjoyable, people take a pride in it and are paid fairly.
Less noise and dirt in the towns, and more comfort in the country.
No crime, greed, cheating.
No disease, disasters.
You better come quick. Some of the boys are trying to drive your motor car.
There'll always be some idiots making a nuisance of themselves.
Matthew, don't leave me. Don't leave me, the boat will capsize. Matthew! Matthew!